The time, early April. The place, the Augusta National Golf Club in Augusta, Georgia. The occasion, the 1970 Masters Tournament. The familiar sights and scents and sounds here at the most beautiful inland golf course in the world. The familiar swings. This is the Masters, the first major golf championship of the year. And the celebrated players from every corner of the globe are on hand. And of course, the only four-time winner of the Masters. This is also the start of the international golf season. On the terrace behind the clubhouse, Tony Jacklin, the British Open champion, acts as host as the British contingent gathers for afternoon tea. Vivian Jacklin, Tony's wife. Michael Benalek, 4 times the British amateur champion. Keith McKenzie, secretary of the Royal and Ancient Golf Club of St. Andrews. Morris Bembridge, a young English professional making his first visit to the United States. Peter Butler, a comparative veteran among the British players. And the veteran R&A official, John Blackwell. Even at Augusta, everything stops for tea. This year, for the first time, a golfer from Thailand was invited to the Masters. Sukri Ansham, the young man on the right, out for a practice round with his interpreter. Only 5'2", a mere 112 pounds. Sukri came close to winning individual honors in the World Cup last year.
135 ล้านเล่นขวาเล่นซ้ายดีลูกใช้ได้ดีทีเดียวอย่างที่เรากะไว้เลยพอดีล่ะ
In the Butler cabin for a television program, Clifford Roberts, chairman of the Masters, appears with officials of the leading golf associations.
Is that the event is supported and managed in part by the top leaders of the golfing associations around the world. I believe 9 or 10 of such organizations are represented here this year. The Masters has become an annual occasion for these distinguished gentlemen to meet, join hands, and work together to stage this particular tournament. We are anxious to recognize...
Present at this gathering, the Right Honorable William Whitelaw, captain of the Royal and Ancient Golf Club of St. Andrews. Lord Derby, honorary president of the British PGA. Philip Strubing, president of the United States Golf Association. Warren Arlick, secretary of the American PGA.
Moreover, as a member of the House of Parliament, I suspect that you are always ready and willing to say a few words.
Mr. Roberts, it has been a very great privilege indeed for me, as this year's captain of the Royal and Ancient Golf Club, where golf has been played now for over 200 years, to come to your great country and to attend this magnificent tournament. I appreciate the kindness and the hospitality which has been extended to me here in the name of the Royal and Ancient Golf Club. I am proud to think how many members we have from your country, you, Mr. Roberts, and Mr. Strubing, for whom I'm also speaking now, and Lord Derby, who is the president of our Professional Golfers Association. We are indeed fortunate to be able to come here, not only to view a magnificent tournament, but also to have the chance of meeting informally together and discussing the many problems in running the game of golf. We are all, I believe, here to serve the game to the best of our ability. This tournament gives us a marvelous opportunity, and on behalf of us all, I must say to you how much we appreciate what opportunity you have given to us.
Later in the day, at the tournament headquarters building, a meeting of the Rules Committee. Hord Harden, the chairman, is speaking.
Under Rule 31-2. In other words, that board, the players will not get relief for line of sight.
The committee officials daily receive their assignments here. They'll be working with members of the home club to conduct the event. On hand, William Whitelaw. I.B. Granger, a former president of the United States Golf Association. P.J. Boatwright, executive director of the USGA. Lord Darby. Joseph C. Dye, commissioner of the Tournament Players Division of the PGA. John Ames and John Winters, former presidents of the USGA. Philip Strubing. Not present at this particular day's meeting, Leo Fraser, the president of the PGA.
We're trying to be fair with the fellow, and we may be a little more liberal at times.
A unique gathering of the world leaders of the game of golf.
Bob Jones III.
Thursday, the morning of the opening round. On the practice green, a special ceremony. Bob Jones III is introduced. Standing in for his father, young Bobby awards the Frank Moran Trophy, named for the famed golf writer of the Edinburgh newspaper, The Scotsman, to those two sturdy sons of Caledonia, Freddie McLeod and Jock Hutchison, the Masters' two honorary starters.
Frank Moran Trophy.
You take the bait out, Freddie.
Now to the first tee. Driving first this year, the 1908 United States Open champion, 87 years old, Freddie McLeod. Now, Jock Hutchison, the 1921 British Open champion, 85 years of age. Streaming onto the course, the usual throng of spectators. It's a warm spring morning, but this year, Georgia experienced a long, severe winter, and the course is not as green as it generally is. By the way, in the field this April, a very high number of old Masters champions. Henry Pickard, the 1938 champion. Right on the lip. Ralph Gouldall. Ralph won our Open Championship twice and took the Masters in 1939. Herman Kaiser, the winner in 1946. Beautiful sand shot. Jack Burke Jr. A fine putter, an excellent shot maker. Jack won the Masters in 1956. Art Wall, the victor in 1959, when he birdied 5 of the last 6 holes. Almost birdied this one. Sam Snead, young Alan Miller in the background. On this opening day, Masters champions are paired with the amateur stars. Sam has won 3 Masters, the last in 1954. He continues to be a great favorite. On the 4th tee, Steve Melnick, the present national amateur champion, paired with Jack Nicklaus. Steve's pulled that iron a shade, and it's bouncing into the gallery on the left. Now Jack Nicklaus, another 3-time Masters champion. Jack's got it right on the stick. Great shot. Michael Benalek, the British amateur champion. He's partnered with the only foreign golfer who has captured the Masters, Gary Player of South Africa. The defending Masters champion, George Archer. Perfect. Archer's amateur partner is Charlie Coe, playing in his 17th Masters. On the short 12th, the only man who's won 4 Masters, Arnold Palmer. A little too much draw on the ball, some 55 feet from the pin. Partnered with Palmer, Vinnie Giles from Virginia. He won't want this one back. Right over the flag. Wouldn't you know, though, Giles missed the putt. Palmer playing his second. That's going to be short, 9 or 10 feet short. Look at that enormous gallery gathered at this dramatic corner of the course. Arnold is still brooding about that chip. 9 feet. No, the first of 4 bogeys on the last 7 holes, which cost Palmer a 75 and put him far off the pace. Coming up on the long 15th, the familiar knickerbockered figure of Gene Sarazen. It was on this 520-yard hole 35 years ago that Sarazen fired the shot heard round the world, a fantastic double eagle. The hole plays a bit longer now. Gene will lay up short of the pond before the green. A well-hit spoon shot. Gene Sarazen, a truly remarkable golfer who has won every major title open to professionals. Also present, but not playing this year, Byron Nelson and Ben Hogan. The man who's played the best golf today is Tommy Aaron, a native Georgian. 5 under par, he needs a par 4 on the 18th for a 67. From the fringe behind the home green, Aaron's third. That shows you how fast and slippery the greens are this year. That ball slid a good 8 feet past the pin. And that's a 68 and not a 67 for Tommy. A splendid round, nevertheless. On this opening round, only 10 men in the field of 83 broke par. A word about the system of scoring used here at the Masters. The figures on the board denote a player's cumulative score for the tournament, hole by hole. A green 0, he's even par. A green numeral, he's over par. A red numeral, he's under par. At the Masters, it takes only a glance to know what the score is. Friday, the morning of the second round, another lovely spring day. Bert Yancey is the first of the leaders to go out. On the second hole, 555 yards, playing his second after a big drive. Hit through the ball beautifully, and it's carrying all the way onto the green. Bert will have 2 putts for his birdie and a good crack at an eagle. 35 feet. Bert Yancey goes 4 under. A bit later on the second, Billy Casper bunkered before the green. That was his third shot. You can see why Casper is regarded as one of the game's top bunker players. One under par now. The scoreboard now tells us that Bert Yancey's 5 under par, leading the tournament as he comes to the 13th. His second shot, a fairway wood. That'll be home, no question about it. Well over the creek that guards the green, finishing at the extreme left of the putting surface. This 13th is a short par 5, 475 yards long. A potential birdie hole, but it can cause a lot of grief too. Wide. Bert Yancey, gentle but intense, a tireless student of the golf swing. A little pep talk before the tap-in. 6 under. Yancey came very close to winning here in 1967 and 68. Back on the 7th, playing to the plateau green, Jack Nicklaus, one of the top favorites. A nice pitch. Jack proceeded to par the hole to remain even par for the tournament. 10 minutes later, however, calamity struck Jack Nicklaus. A lost ball in the 8th led to a triple bogey and put him so far off the pace that his name was taken down from the scoreboards. Billy Casper's rolling along 3 under. On the 13th tee, a right to left tee shot. Splitting the fairway. With his characteristic conservatism, Casper decides to lay up short of the creek. A fraction heavy. No trouble, however. A wedge pitch, 70 yards out. Slightly downhill lie. Bouncing past the pin to the far edge. A somewhat longer putt than Yancey had here. Billy's left it very short. This to save his par, a pivotal stroke. This man can putt. Last year, you remember, Billy Casper led the Masters going into the last round, but couldn't hold on. As a rule, though, he's a tough, resourceful competitor. Coming up the 13th now, Gary Player and Gene Littler. Littler, his second. He's 4 under at this juncture. Classic swinger. He's got it right on the pin. Beauty. Player now, his 3rd shot, about 80 yards out. It takes a real member's kick off that little ridge. After opening with a 74, Gary has played himself back into the thick of contention. He has this putt for his 5th birdie of the day. Littler, 35 feet. This green has fooled quite a few of the players. Gene's still away. This to go 5 under. Yes, a good, smooth putting stroke. Is there anything more valuable in competitive golf? Gary now. He generally handles the large undulating greens at the Augusta National very capably. Gary Player, we know him well now. A stout-hearted athlete, a convivial man. Coming to the 18th, Gene Littler is still 5 under par, tied for the lead. But to maintain that position, he must get down in 2 from this greenside bunker. And he does. Out in front at the halfway mark in a tightly fought tournament, Yancey and Littler, 1 shot ahead of Casper and Bob Lund, 3 ahead of Player and Aaron, 4 ahead of Dave Hill and Takaaki Kono of Japan. The 36-hole cut, by the way, came at 150. Sucre, unfortunately, did not make it. Arnold Palmer made it by 2 shots, but trailed the leaders by 9. That evening, we looked in on Arnie, that's his wife, Winnie, at the house they rent in Augusta during the Masters. With their house guests, Russ and Helen Meyer, relaxation on the patio.
You know, I didn't putt real bad, but I didn't make any putts either. You know, you just go around and... little ones, far ones. And I missed a couple that could have made a great difference in that round.
What that was?
Well, as they say, thank goodness for Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday, the day of the 3rd round, in the midst of Arnie's army. As usual, Arnie is giving it everything he has. He simply can't get rolling, though. This is not Palmer's year. Kono of Japan is just starting his round, playing his approach to the first green, about a 7-iron. Nice, crisp contact. That could be up there close. He's holding. Kono's hold his approach for an eagle 2. Last year, he made a 2 on the 17th, the first eagle ever made on that hole. This thrilling shot by Takaaki Kono ignited a profusion of pyrotechnics. On the second green, Frank Beard goes after an eagle. When did you last see Frank this demonstrative? Gary Player, second hole, second shot. A screaming fairway wood that hops through the front bunker and onto the green, 20 feet below the cup. A chance for an eagle. Gene Littler, third hole, a drive and a pitch par 4. Practically a gimme for the birdie. Bob Lund, Gene's partner. Same hole, same shot. Same result. Bert Yancey playing in the next twosome. Another superlative iron rains down on the pin. But the hottest man today is Tommy Aaron on the first birdie putt. Tommy isn't usually classified as a dynamic type. On the third, a birdie putt, 35 feet. Seventh hole, a short iron from the edge of the rough. Beautiful pitch. A third birdie. On the long eighth, a chip from just off the green. If Tommy can get down in 2, he'll have still another birdie. He's rolled it for an eagle. And Tommy, as you see, throws restraint to the winds. Aaron was out in 31, tying the Masters record. All the leaders picked up at least one shot on par on the front 9. Then there was a change. On the back 9, the pressure caught up with a number of the contenders. For example, Bob Lund, here on the 17th, trying to drop his approach just over the front bunker. He finds the hazard. Lying 2. Lying 3. Lying 4. Finally, 40 big strokes on the second 9. However, some players on the periphery of contention are continuing to move. Dave Stockton, a deft wedge flip to the 15th green. Stockton goes 3 under par. On the 16th, a pair of Dave Hill rooters watch intently as he chips from the edge. Dave Hill moves 3 under par. Those spectacles give Dave a strangely professorial look. On the 17th, Charles Cootie crouches over a long birdie putt. Cootie's 6th bird in 8 holes. No question about it, this is one of the most exciting Saturdays in the long history of the Masters. For the huge galleries, Almost an overabundance of vibrant golf. 16th tee, Casper. A super shot. In the storm and drang of the long afternoon, Billy Casper, all quiet efficiency, has forged his way to the front. You rarely see Billy react that spontaneously. That 32 set up a 68 for Casper and vaulted him into the undisputed lead, 8 under par. On his heels, 7 under after a 70, Littler. 6 under after a 68, Player. 3 shots back, Yancey, Cootie, and Aaron. 5 back, Stockton and Hill. Sunday, another glorious day for the final round. After collecting their pairing sheets, the patrons file out to their favorite vantage points. Jack Nicklaus on the second. This putt for an eagle. Jack, however, has too much ground to make up. Quickly, the tournament resolves itself into a 4-man contest among Player and Casper in the last twosome. Littler and Yancey just ahead of them. On the long uphill 8th, Littler 8 under now, his third, a pitching wedge. Not as close as he'd like it, maybe 20 feet short. Gene Littler, always courteous, always calm, a thoroughly admirable man. Tied for the lead now with Casper, 9 under. Casper comes to the 8th. Trouble here. He's hooked his third deep into the pine woods, and the ball has ended up on a service road. A brief reconnaissance to check the opening to the green. Here it comes. Caught the trees, dropped straight down. Edge of the rough, playing 5. A 10-footer to escape with a 6. A putter of Casper's caliber could very well do this. Not this time. A costly double bogey. Billy Casper falls 2 strokes behind Littler. Shortly after this, a sudden shift in the opposite direction. On the 9th, a bogey by Littler, a birdie by Casper. With 9 holes to go, a 3-way tie between Littler, Casper, and Yancey. The always eventful 13th, Littler and Yancey. Littler playing his third after laying up. Oh, a sterling shot in the clutch. All eyes on Yancey now, playing his third. Difficult lie, awkward stance. A courageous touch shot. You see how close that creek is. Littler now, about 7 feet, right to left break. Birdie, 9 under again. Yancey, 6 feet. Downhill. No. That was a critical putt, and no one knows it better than Bert. Littler is now in the long 15th. He holds a 1-shot lead on Casper, Player, and Yancey. Gene's going for the green. Let me tell you, Gene Littler has come through with a nifty golf shot. Landing close to the pin. No, it's going to be a little long. Rolling over the green a few yards over the back edge. "60 feet from the pin. That's going to be awfully good. Missed an eagle by an eyelash. Gene goes 10 under par. In the distance behind the mounds on the 15th, Gary Player. Firing for the green. Cut just a shade and fading toward the bunker on the right. In it. Billy Casper second, going with his heavy artillery. Pushed it a bit. It might miss that bunker. No, it bounces in. Meanwhile, on the short 16th, Littler. Hit that 5-iron very thin. And the ball's diving into the bunker off the front edge of the green. What we've got, ladies and gentlemen, is another one of those patented Masters finishes. No let up in the tension. Absolute silence now. Wanted to carry the ball about 2 yards farther. No, there goes that precious one-stroke lead. That is, it will be gone if either Player or Casper can get down in 2 from that bunker on the 15th. Gary's away. A good shot, but he's left himself a sizable putt. Billy now. In this tight corner, a magnificent bunker shot by Billy Casper. Player going for the birdie, 14 feet. Wide to the left. Casper. He just stepped up and wrapped it in. 9 under now. On the 16th, Player. A spectacular shot. It sets up another crack at a birdie for Gary. Under all this pressure, a terrific putt. A 3-way tie for the lead among Player, Casper, Littler. All 9 under par. Yancey a stroke behind. On the 17th, a bold thrust by Casper. An iron drilled right at the pin. A 6-foot birdie putt to seize the lead. Oh, still a 3-way tie at 9 under. 18th, Littler, playing his approach from the hard pan to the left of the fairway. 4-iron. It looks like a very fine shot. It is. Landing on the green and finishing very high. Yancey now, a stroke back. He needs a birdie, desperately. To get close to the pin, he must float this iron just over the bunker. It could... No! Caught the back of the bunker. The applause is for Littler, walking onto the green. Yancey, to stay alive, he must hold this bunker shot. How bitter it is to play so well and lose. After Yancey has putted out, Littler, the try for the birdie. A little timorous. Meant to get it up to the cup. A total of 279, 9 under par. Down the fairway, Gary Player over his approach shot. Drawing it in, is it going to be long enough? No, thuds into the bunker before the green. Billy Casper. He's played a 6-iron, and he's hit a tremendous shot, finishing 10 feet from the pin. An ovation for Billy Casper as he walks onto the home green. And now a hush. Player, a crucial shot. He must get down in 2 to have any chance. Almost hold it. A brilliant recovery. Casper now. He tosses his cap down and goes to work on his 10-foot birdie putt. This for the championship. Looks perfect. Hit the corner, spun out. Billy will tap in for his par 4. A total of 279. A tie with Littler. Gary Player. This 8-footer to make it a 3-way tie. Skiddy downhill. Oh, it rolled right over the corner. Gary thought he had it. The tumultuous, exhausting 4th day has come to a close. Tomorrow, an 18-hole playoff between Littler and Casper to decide the 1970 Masters Championship. Monday afternoon, Casper and Littler. Old friends from San Diego. They've known each other since boyhood. Together, they've played in 31 Masters. Littler has won the toss and will drive first. His 17th Masters. Casper. His 14th bid for a green jacket. First green, Casper. A 5-footer for his birdie. Quickly into the lead. On to the second. In retrospect, the decisive hole, Littler with an excellent chance for a birdie. Fluffs a little wedge pitch. A 6 and not a 4. Casper gains another stroke. Holding everything in sight. Ripping accurate and aggressive irons right at the flag, even on the treacherous holes, Casper increases his lead to 7 strokes. Down the stretch, a stirring rally by Littler cuts his deficit to 4, and after a birdie on the long 15th, to 3. The 16th is the climactic hole. Casper summons 2 superb shots. The first, a great 5-iron. The second, a great putt. Casper went on to win the playoff conclusively, scoring a 69 to Littler's 74. Congratulations from the gallant runner-up. From Hord Harden, who refereed the playoff. And from his regular Masters caddy, his friend, Matthew Palmer. At the presentation ceremony, last year's winner, George Archer, helps Casper into the green jacket, emblematic of victory. Billy Casper, one of the great golfers of our day, and now at long last, Masters champion.